Can I curl my mustache?
I hope so.
Oh, look at that.
Did it.
Curly mustache. It's Marvel, baby. Welcome, everyone, to episode 96 of Flavourful Reviews. Oh, it's so bright from all the fireworks. It's the crappiest fireworks. So we're sorry for the week hiatus. Free Comic Book Day effed all our butt schedules.
Took a lot.
It was really crazy, and then there was birthdays, and then there was death days, and then there's a lot of stuff.
My favorite.
A lot of stuff happening.
That was a good death day.
Dia de la Muerte, as I like to call it.
It's Spanish for something, I guess.
Day of the Dead. God. People in Texas, they speak Spanish.
Yeah, Nick, you idiot!
Anyways, we're just right into books. This week we have two books that came out 2 weeks ago. Or no, last week.
Everything.
Because this week not too much came out. Yep. So we're like, screw it, we'll do books that came out last week.
I have an amalgamation of both weeks.
Right, so this week is Uber, #1. This comic's by what? Image? No, Avatar.
I know Kieran Gillen.
Avatar. So it's like a historical thing where the Germans are like, oh, we're so German. Let's get these Panzermensches. Superhumans, basically.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. That's it. It's a lot of history, like just jacking off history, and I'm like, I don't care
it's
about
one of
history.
these. Here, let's do an alternate history book, and then we'll throw in super beings to it. So.
It starts off with one of the most eye-opening pages ever.
Yes.
Just Hitler with a gun in his mouth.
Gun in his mouth.
Ready to go.
And you're like, yeah, I like where this book is going. And then next page immediately puts the gun down, and then has a conversation.
And then never appears again. You're like, Hitler.
Just a lot of conversations about characters
like
that are involved in the
right?
Nazi war.
Goebbels?
And
alright, about Goebbels?
You could say a lot about Goebbels.
I love just saying Goebbels.
It's good work.
Goebbels. But yeah, no, if you like history, you'd like this, maybe.
Potentially.
But considering I dropped out of all my history classes, then that's...
It's not a very interesting alternate reality history book. So
yeah, that's true, too. It's really kind of...
It's too into itself.
And and the art doesn't save it because the art's really generic, so you're like, why do I
And then the twist at the end is just like, this is...
All the crazy little left turn twists, like the scientist chick where she has that lightning gun and kills that one guy. It's like, yeah, okay.
Who cares?
Those his intestines seem to be really eager to just be free from his stomach.
This entire time, his entire life, they're just been waiting to burst out.
Yeah, just in general. I know a lot of people are like, this book's gonna be big.
Wasn't feeling it.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully it's not.
Stadium's almost sold out of it. Why is it almost sold out?
It's a new book.
Yeah, I guess.
It says the word Uber on it. People like that word.
Do you think they'll bring in the Ubermensch after? Like Nietzsche's Ubermensch?
If they do, I'm in.
I think this book's saving grace is the use of Mensch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Throughout it.
I was kind of bored the entire time. Got to a point where it says Panzermensch, and I was a little more interested.
Yeah, right? Panzermensch? Nice.
I get it. That's good.
Nice.
That's not bad.
So in general, if you like history, pick this up. If not, avoid.
Skip it.
Up next, we have J. Michael Straczynski's Joe Comics, and he's bringing out 10 grand.
10 grand.
He's giving it to us. He's just flopping that everywhere.
Making it rain.
That'd be good. Or like a panel of that.
Of just 10 grand?
Yeah,
well, technically there was. So this story is about a guy who he's almost like Constantine, where he fights demons and stuff.
Yeah.
And he
deals with the supernatural.
His wife was killed.
People down on their luck.
Him and his wife were killed.
Yeah.
And then an angel is like, yo, dog, if you want to see her, because he's going to hell for some reason.
She's going to heaven.
They're
They're on the opposite sides.
I assume he was a hitman or
True.
something like
So
that.
then they're like, here, we'll make a deal. Every time you die righteously, doing stuff that we need you to do, you will see your wife, and for 5 minutes, and then you'll be resurrected, and it all continues again.
Until we decide that you paid us off.
Yeah. And then he actually feels all the pain that happens when he dies.
Wow.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll do that. That's it, man.
Hey, it's not like you got a better choice from that. It's like, hey, you can do this or Burn hell.
You're gonna live in this
Honestly.
perpetual hell anyway, so might as well. Like,
That's true. I like even if it wasn't for his wife or anything, I'd just be like, yeah, I don't want to burn in hell. Screw
Yeah.
that. It's like,
Hey,
Take
if
the
you're gonna
job.
give me this chance,
right?
okay. Sure.
And then just never die. Just stay in a bubble for the rest of your life. Anyways, and then so he's in a bar, and this like girl comes up to him. and
she has
she's
a
like-
problem.
she's like,
Only
I
he
got-
can fix.
I got some religious problems or demons.
yeah, I got the
Supernatural, let's say.
And then Constantine, I mean Joe, right? That's his name, right, Joe?
Sure.
Sure. He's like, yeah, I'll help you for 10 grand. See?
And then the
See?
book. Oh,
See how that comes together?
It's good.
And then she's like, yeah,
Smart.
okay, gives it to him. He's like, nah, I don't want
This one's on the house.
it.
Whoa, this is the guy you want me to kill?
Yeah.
Free.
So I think it's the guy who killed
Yeah.
him and
Yeah.
his wife. So he's like, this is
It was the last
intense.
hit he was going to do before running away with his wife.
Yeah.
Turned out that guy was into the supernatural, got him killed, and now that guy's into the supernatural business.
That's right.
He's into some kinky
So then after that, he's like, whew, I gotta let out some steam. Goes to strip club, possesses a stripper
Yeah.
with a dollar bill. Angel's like, why am I a stripper?
Honestly,
And he's
it's
like,
pretty much Constantine in the modern day.
right? It's like Constantine and Spawn, like
Yeah.
had a
kind of,
baby,
yeah, mixed together.
and then made this.
Uses angel letters in Google searches to get better
That was
search
amazing.
results.
Yeah.
That was
pretty
he had
good.
an angel keyboard that he plugged in, uses it, and then the whole coffee shop explodes. And
Yeah.
you're like, that's amazing.
Got hacked by demons.
That was fantastic.
It's pretty cool.
I think that was a highlight of the book for sure. What'd you guys think of the art?
It started to grow on me more near the end, where some of the more detailed demons were like around and stuff like that. Like the last page of the book is awesome. First page of the book just looks like crap. Like I don't know.
When it really had room to just
Stylized,
play
yeah.
around with just whatever it wanted, it was pretty cool. But the color and the lighting at the beginning was just, I don't
It
know,
was just-
too
it was-
muddy.
Yeah.
Just like,
I think that maybe it's because it was printed. Maybe if digitally, it probably looked better.
Yeah.
But it's hard printed dark colors.
yes,
it looks so
It
weird.
did look too dark and muddy.
Yeah.
It wasn't-
That's
I don't know, but I liked it at the end. It had grown.
It's got good style,
Yeah.
both in writing and
It's
art.
almost like Sam Keith, where like sometimes
Yeah.
it's really good, sometimes like what's happening right here.
Yeah.
But other times you're like, yeah, whatever, I'll just take
But
that.
like for what it's trying to accomplish, it fits the book perfectly.
Yeah.
I like it.
What do you think we're gonna fight, Joe, Spawn, or Constantine? I guess.
I'm pretty sure like Spawn
Yeah.
killed God and Satan at some point.
What? Really?
That's what I heard.
That's amazing.
So
Let's go with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would
so-
say Spawn.
How do you just do that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's like you. Just demon over.
Are you reading the second? Like, are you interested in this?
I am interested in
I
it.
am too.
Trade.
You gonna pick up a trade?
Yeah, if the trade's good, then I'll get it. But
How you gonna know if the trade's good? Flavorful reviews?
yeah.
That's my only source of news.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only way I find out about comics.
Pretty much. But yeah, no, definitely. I think it's a strong first issue. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of the best first issues that could have possibly come out. Like, it could have been boring. But
Yeah.
it's really good. I liked it.
Good job.
Good job,
did.
J. Michael Straczynski. I mean, he's a great writer. He did like Superman.
Yeah.
He did other such things.
I did find
Yeah.
there was a lot of self-narration though.
There was a
That
lot.
kind of grated on me for a
Yeah.
bit.
But I guess that's to explore the world. But
Yeah.
yeah,
As long as it doesn't do that every issue.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. But up next we have our 7th installment. Eighth? What? Look at the 8th.
So,
Week
come
off
so
and
far.
you forget everything.
Come so far.
Week 8 of our Age of Ultron review. Hit it. That's right. Issue 8 of Age of Ultron. Okay, so last time, what was happening? Wolverine killed Hank Pym, right?
He's
Yeah.
dead.
So
now we get to see
Yeah.
Fun
how everything
consequences.
turned out.
yeah, so they go back in the toaster, the time traveling toaster.
Yep.
It's time travel
Dashed.
lore, actually.
Right. I apologize. But yeah, so what's her name? Miss Invisible.
Invisible Woman?
Invisible Woman. She's like, I'm gonna puke. How did we just kill him? And I'm gonna puke. And he's like, get your
You
crap
gotta
together.
get your head in the game, girl.
He's like, Hank Pym came at me. I was like, let's go, bub. I was like, this is self
You're
defense.
my witness. You totally saw that shit.
So they go back into, or did they go
We
forward?
go present.
They went
time,
back
yeah.
to
We
the
go to now.
future,
Yeah, the future.
that is
The
their
now.
present.
And things are crazy. The Skull Kree War like came to Earth.
That whole
like-
secret evasion, remember that
That
thing?
happened, yeah.
Happened differently now.
And so then they're like, hey man, let's go to New York for some reason.
Let's see how New York's doing.
Whoa, this place looks like crap. Oh, hey guys. Whoa, we're not Skrulls.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And the Defenders show up, and the Defenders have like Captain America, who like is Nick Fury or something. He's got like an eye patch.
half of them.
Colonel
have eye
America, I
patches.
think.
Cyclops has
I think
like
that's-
kind of one eye because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
burnt off. Everyone's got weird like burn issues.
Yeah, and then the Hulk's all like cussing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Hulk, why
It's
you
like,
cussing?
get off the edge, man. Bring it back.
He's like, I'm just so on edge.
You matured enough so you could swear all the time, but you still wear purple ripped jorts everywhere.
They're
Dude,
just comfy.
Those Jordans.
I got a pair of shorts at home. They're just so comfy. I
Hulk's
like giving
been
them
wearing
up.
this for like 20 years.
So good. Keep together.
Good stuff. Good material.
Hulk comfortable, and he's like, yeah.
Hulk,
Let's get
When
super
Hulk
relaxed.
smash, Hulk wants to feel comfy.
Is this like a Jorts commercial?
Yeah.
In the future, the
Yeah.
Hulk is like a celebrity.
Where nothing exists but jorts.
Okay, so then they like fight because they're like, you guys are Skrulls, and they're like, no, we're not. And they're like, yes, you are.
You have to be.
Bro.
What? Skrull.
That's
Wolverine fight.
Yeah, and then Wolverine wins.
Who saw that one
Right?
coming?
It's true.
And
like
then,
there's a 50-50 chance.
right? And then they get knocked out, and then
And like, well, they're
Iron
not
Man.
Skrulls.
Iron
Yeah.
Man comes, and he's like essentially the new Ultron.
He's like, I'm Ultron, man.
yeah.
I don't know if he's quite the new Ultron, but
He's
it
like-
might
certainly
as well
looks
be.
like
Yeah, he's
it.
like a dictator. It seems like.
Yeah.
And
But he's like 50 years old.
I mean, when you got this whole giant robot army behind you, when you come in to see what the problem is, and you're like, "Hey, who wants to tell Uncle Tony what's going
Yeah,
on?"
and then
It's
you
like-
have like those little soldiers that are like based on him and stuff. That one guy having relationship issues. He's like my guy.
So, who would have guessed? Changing something in the past makes the future all wonky.
You know what? It was probably the majority of the change came from when he stepped on a bug. He just-
Yeah.
That's what happened, right?
I agree.
And Pim dying didn't matter.
Barely any consequence.
Okay, so are you like interested at all? Like I was interested before they went into the future. Now that I saw it, I'm like, this is lame.
They're gonna be like,
I didn't
oh,
it."
nothing's really that different. What was the point of our choices?
Things are really different. It's just kind of like, cliche.
Yeah, I really,
Yeah,
I
it's
just don't
like-
care.
Things are different, but everything's the same.
Yeah, like there's still an Avengers team more or less. There's still like
There's still
people
yeah.
walking around. You're like, who cares?
They have a police state. It seems
Yeah,
like
it's
with
just
Everything looks crappy like it was already.
It doesn't feel different. This whole thing.
and that might be the point of it. Nothing. Just,
That sucks. I don't want that to be the case. Like, okay, AVX was awesome as an event. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And then this, I'm just not feeling this. Like, at
no,
all.
I haven't really. Kind
Like,
of been into
it's
it.
like Marvel's like, all right.
It feels
let's
like
do-
nothing's on the line
Right?
with this.
It doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, let's do Fear Itself. Who cares? AVX. And then Age of Ultron.
That's okay.
Let's get back to our roots, guys. Really cliched stuff. They go to the future or they go to the past, change things. Consequences.
See, but
Butterfly
that
effect.
just means that next issue is gonna be amazing,
That's
right?
right.
That's how Age of
Hopefully the
Ultron
next
works,
two
Right?
are good.
right? Just
Yeah.
did
Every
it.
other one.
Did it. Maybe the Panzermenches are gonna come into this.
Come, yeah.
Maybe they'll have
Very
the
good.
Iron Mensch.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Bendis, Iron
Make
Man.
it happen.
Get this Iron Man.
Sure, the book's already done, but go back in. Fix that.
Right.
Hot candy.
So where are you placing this in your list?
I don't even remember the
Let's
list.
not
It's
make
so muddled. I'm gonna say top half of the books.
Yeah. This
I'd
is
say
like,
it's in the middle
Yeah.
of
I
not
agree.
terrible, but not very good.
Yeah, it's like number 4.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, we've come to the end of episode 96. And that means we go to 2 weeks ago, in which we asked the question, what is your happy place?
What is?
What is what it do? Happy place. I don't know. I make stuff up. Breadpool. He says, my happy place is the times I get toasted and watch videos. Toasted because I'm bread.
I got it.
Unlike Buns last week, who apparently...
Last week.
Apparently
All
people
the
thought
time.
I was blazed.
No. Buns doesn't touch stuff, okay? Buns is an angel.
This is a clean, beautiful soul.
So, Breadpool, congratulations. I'd eat Breadpool.
I need a man.
Would you go into a pool of bread?
Like solid bread or like liquid bread?
I don't know.
I don't know what liquid bread would
It'd
be.
be like beer. I'd be in a pool of beer.
Yeah.
Anyways, although it'd be really cold, so
You can warm it up.
yeah. But then it's gross.
It's gonna be gross regardless.
No, beer's awesome. Who's this guy?
This
This guy.
When
Strat
you get
2.
drunk for your skin.
Yeah, through your butthole, yes.
Wow.
Strat 2, though, he says, in my happy place, I do a chick in a bathroom, then snort a rail of intergalactic cocaine and pass out. Then Buns, Ricky, and Nick shrug their shoulders and walk away.
I love how we're part of that happy place, but
we
not
don't do
like
anything.
cheering them on, just like
Just like, yeah, it's okay.
It's like,
It's kind of like, why are we?
that's
here
like a
today?
form of acceptance, you know? He feels happy when
okay.
he's accepted that way. So, intergalactic coke, which I think is a reference to Jupiter's Legacy.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
she does that.
She's like, whoa.
All right, hey, Cosmic Wolf Humanoid.
That's a good
He
one.
says, my happy place is a place where doorknobs are a place with female breasts. Can you imagine? You're just like, yes.
How would you leave?
No one would ever want to leave.
Stuck in my bed.
I'd get one of those double doors.
Nice.
And do
Anything.
inexplicable stuff. Tiger, Spilsbury, 1947, says Tiger Ricky should get his own comic book, but only available at Stadium Comics. This week's question, though, as I'm a higher dimensional being moving within three-dimensional space-time and visiting your reality whenever I please through an Einstein-Rosen bridge, my happy place is reading comic books in my higher dimensional parents' basement. However, this harmony has become unsettling due to my curiosity over Ricky mentioning Total Wipe videos. I will never again Google that phrase. I'm not a prude, but the women did things in those videos which would make everyday people's eyes water. So this intergalactic...
There's a lot of things going on.
this
Yeah.
trans-dimensional being is watching Flavourful Reviews, but is unsettled by my fetishism. I'm sorry.
This dimensional being is beyond our very comprehension, yet still watches. Like,
Yeah. P.S. Spilsbury 1947's got some cool videos on his channel. You should check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wears like one of those onesie suits. Pretty cool.
What
Check
kind?
it out. Like the one in his picture. Right? I watch him after I watch Total Wipe videos. So.
That's how you get. It's like the compliment. You're just
Right?
yeah,
I'm
this
like,
time gonna-
I got to cleanse the palate with some Spilsbury.
It's the only way I can come back from Total White Video.
But Brent J. Keller says, my happy place is sitting next to Daphne in the mystery van. Let's split up, gang.
like that ending.
That's
Genius.
What's his name? Mega Dark Batman says, I would send the villains to Subway because in my life, they never have it their way, but in Subway, there will. That's all they ever wanted.
Sure.
So
Well,
it's the Subway, where you can get it where he wants it. How he wants it.
He knows what he wants.
That's true. He also added in a capital T underscore capital T. I believe that's a crying face.
Oh. Thank you.
Cool
Isn't
Cats.
oh God.
Too far gone, Buns. Cool Cat 036 says Stadium Comics. The whole gang would be there. Oh. Alright.
I'll be there too.
Yes. And finally, Tesla165 says, my happy place is on the back of a giant purple dragon that has Thug Life tattooed on one side and Dad Ass tattooed on the other side, and plays video games with me and sets fire to all the rains.
I get the feeling this was once his imaginary friend and still is, and it is the best.
And he just
imaginary
like
friend
he
ever.
just listens to Adele all day apparently with this thing,
Yeah.
playing video games.
Why does that have Thug Life?
One Thug Life, Dad Ass, and he just like playing video games. What do you
You
think?
ready
They
to play that card? Yeah.
Well, is there like a screen in front of the dragon?
No, it's kind of like propped up on the dragon, the tough.
No, it's a regular
The neck
screen,
and
and
How's-
Dragon has a
but-
long neck, so it's just like his whole body is just like scrunched in, just like playing games.
I guess. I
Oh.
don't know.
We'll need more description.
If anything, how does he word that controller? His hands are way too big for it, and he's probably
It's
got
an
claws.
original Xbox
Yeah, it's an original
controller.
Xbox. He's just like,
Of course.
Finally, a controller from my hand.
but this week's question has something to do with what? Menches, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Panzermensch.
What is the best kind of menches?
What is the best kind of mensch?
Like Panzermensch.
Panzermensch, I'd be okay with. Maybe
Baconmensch.
Baconmensch. I
The
think
Iron Mensch,
So, like-
as we spoke earlier.
an Iron Mensch. Oh, like Baconmensch. Is that a man made out of bacon?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna go classic Ubermensch.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche's
Yeah.
Ubermensch.
You got it. It's a valid and
It's
consistent.
classic. It's classic. So, what kind of mensch would you want in your happy place, let's say, in your world.
Let's build off every question.
So let us know what kind of mensch you'd like. Buns likes Ironmensch, Ubermensch, Baconmensch.
Any kind of mensch.
And we'll see you guys for episode 97 of Flavourful Reviews. What do you think?
Flavourful sauce.